things to do to keep yourself from going insane while being unemployed. So these are things that I'm doing. I'd say this is like the second time I'm like unemployed, around similar times, like November, December times. Last time I was really like burned out. Mentally, I was not in the right space. But this time I do feel a little bit different. I do feel like I'm a little bit more prepared, a little bit more stable mentally. And I just feel like I'm dealing with it a little bit better now. So these are a few things that I'm trying to do to keep myself from going a little cuckoo. All right. So I wrote down a few notes here on my notebook, and yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing I would say is to write down a couple of routines. I got this idea from I got it on TikTok, but then I found it on YouTube as well. So I'll probably leave my reference here, but basically is writing down routines depending on the level of energy that you have. So like you would write down your ideal routine first. What would that look like? Imagine you wake up early, you are full of energy, you are inspired, you are excited for the day ahead. So you would write down what that would look like your dream routine. Then you would have like a middle ground. So you're not feeling so like, you're not super optimistic about it, but you still feel like kind of a little bit energized. So you would write down what that would look like. And then you would write down another routine for when you have one of those crappy days, really. So yeah, just based on the level of energy. So high, medium, low energy routines. And then depending on how you feel, you would go back into those routines and be like, okay, today I feel like this, so I'm going to do this routine. So always have like a list of things you would want to do depending on how you feel. Second thing is get a journal, start writing. I feel like that helps a lot with emptying out the mind. I think the first times that I started journaling was probably 2020, like during pandemic times. I was not feeling great. So that helped me a lot. It helped me to kind of make sense of everything that was going on with me and also getting rid of it in a way. So I totally suggest writing down. You don't have to worry about writing in a way that is supposed to be presentable or it looks organized or it makes sense. Like just write. Don't worry about grammatical errors. Don't worry about how you're writing. Just let it flow. A lot of people do the morning pages from The Artist's Way. You could do that. I do not like how strict things are with Artist's Way. So I would say like, don't feel like you have to do it every day. Just even if you just do it a couple times a week, I feel like that helps a lot. Like in the beginning of the week or midweek and at the end of the week. And yeah, just write it down. And also, if you want, you can do, I do have my like scrapbook or like a memories book. That's been really fun. I feel like that's been a way for me to be creative and also take all of like pictures that I have on my phone and put it in a physical form. So it's a way of being creative, like kind of archiving memories and also make sense of everything that has happened, how you felt, and yeah, what you want to do the more like this coming year as well. Third thing would be try to find a part-time or an agency job. So here in London, there is quite a lot of agencies at the moment. I'm working as a barista really because I did have quite a lot of experience working as a barista before. So that just came more natural to me. So yeah, just work agency job. It could be for events. It could be waitressing, waitering. Yeah. Working events. There's quite a lot of people that do that. And from my experience, quite fun. I've worked a lot with a lot of agencies in a past job that I had. And that was really fun. Sometimes a bit chaotic, but fun. And also that helps you have some money coming in because, you know, you cannot rely with job seekers allowance or universal credit. It's not something that I can't have at the moment. So fourth thing would be dates. Take yourself on a date, go on a date with your partner, with your friend. Just do fun things. Like, it doesn't have to be something where you're gonna spend money on. It could just be a walk in a park. It could be taking your sketchbook, walking to a coffee shop and just have a tea or a coffee, or going to the park, sitting down, or going to the library. Yeah, there's quite a lot of things that you can do that are free, even though sometimes it doesn't feel like it. Like, especially in London, it feels like every step you take is money out of your pocket. But there is quite a lot of stuff, and yeah, you just kind of just have to research and try and do fun things. This is the fifth thing that I have on my list, is to read and write and watch movies. Just like consume media that you can then like analyze as well. This is something that I want to do more this year, which is be more conscious of what I'm consuming and also be more critical of what I'm consuming. So that's what I'm going to try and do. So watch movies, old movies, new movies, rewatching, but with like a different perspective. Like, there's quite a lot of movies that I watched when I was a teenager that I feel like I did not get, that then I watch as now that I'm older, and I was like, I see it. Follow your curiosity as well. Like, if you have interest, just like if you're interested in philosophy, for example, try and listen to a podcast every day about philosophy. If you're interested in history, try and watch documentaries. Like, just follow your curiosity, follow what makes you want to read and learn more about it. Sixth thing would be have a creative project. I think this would be one of mine. Making YouTubes. Yeah, just have a creative project. Another creative project that I had was a little bit quicker. Like, it was not a long-term thing. It was making my own journal. Yeah, I did fall into the journal talk, unfortunately. But yeah, I made my own journal. That was really fun. Collected a lot of materials that I'm not sure if I'm going to use it later on, but probably. With the leftover leather, I think I'm just going to try and make like a smaller version, like an A6 version of my journal cover, and maybe just give it out to friends and family. That's probably going to be next Christmas present. We'll see. In the meantime, the rest of the leather is going to be collecting dust right here on my side. Number 7 would be, for me, learning to bake. I would say I'm a good cook. I'm very intuitive. I don't like following recipes. I'm more of a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And that doesn't really work out with baking. Baking is it's like mathematics, science. Everything has to be measured. Everything has to be exactly the right amount. Otherwise, it's probably not going to work. And I do not have much patience for that. So that's something that I want to tackle. Today, I'm going to force myself to measure everything when I'm baking. I did bake some really nice cinnamon buns recently. Cinnamon apple buns. They were so good. Oh, they were great. But the boyfriend has prohibited me from making any more because he's trying to like go to the gym and stuff and be healthy. And I'm trying to bake, so. Well, next thing. 8th thing on my list would be decluttering. So I suggest you go through your whole house, go to your wardrobe, go to your kitchen, go to your living room, go to the random things drawer and look at everything that you have, put it into piles of things that you want to keep, things you want to throw away, and get rid of it. Put it on Vinted, give it out to charity shops, give it out to friends, family, whatever. Just get rid of things that do not serve you, things that do not bring anything into your life. I really want to keep things that I love. Everything that I don't love, I kind of want to. Even if it's simple things like mugs, cutlery, even small things. Like, there is a lot of things that I have in my house that I don't need, I don't use. So decluttering. And I feel like it also helps you mentally. It helps you clear your head. Things feel lighter. And in situations like this where you don't have a job, you have a lot of things to worry about, you're already searching for a job, you're getting frustrated that you're just getting rejection emails. Small wins, small productive things like this really do help a lot. Even though you might feel like it's not, it is helping. 9th thing would be reorganize your space. So if you feel like things are a bit stagnant energetically, do a little reorganization of your space. Put the desk on this side, put the sofa on this side. I used to do this a lot when I was younger in my tiny bedroom as a teenager. every few months I would just take all of the furniture and just like, that helped a lot. Like, it gave me so much pleasure to do that. Like, somehow it just made me more at ease. I did look into it, and basically it says that when you feel like you don't have control over your life, that's a way to make you feel like you have control over things. Just reorganizing everything and putting it in the right place. And it's also refreshing. It's refreshing to see things from a different perspective. So I do suggest you do a little reorganization of your space. Sometimes a little bit hard. Like, in my situation right now, I have a really small apartment, so there's not much I can do with it. But sometimes it could just be just removing one thing. Like, sometimes I might just want to take out the rug that we have in the living room, and it makes a little bit of a difference. Or I might want to put, I don't know, take all of the books that we have in on one shelf and put it somewhere else. Like, put it away, hide it, for example, if it's like too much stimulation. That could help a little bit. 10th, do I have a 10th? I think I only made like 9 things, but what would be the 10th? Oh, dedicate time for looking for a job, like in your own like routine that you've designed for yourself. Allocate times and days that you're going to be like looking for a job and applying for a job. A lot of people, like, it's, for example, if you go to the job center, you'll be like, you're going to have to spend 35 hours applying for a job. When I went to that meeting, I was like, yeah, sure. But who's going to do that? Who's going to spend 35 hours applying to jobs? No. But I suggest you do it, like, for example, on a Monday or Tuesday, lock in for a few hours, apply to jobs, and then do it again on like a Thursday, for example, or do a couple of hours every day if you want. Just kind of have like an organized way of doing it and allocating times for it, because if not, you're going to go crazy. It's just too much. It is too much. But yeah, that is my list of things to do to not go insane while you're looking for a job. Yeah, okay. Thank you for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.